my name is Mia Danae. Welcome if you're new here. If you're not, it is so nice to see you again. It is literally like 10 degrees in New Jersey right now, so I'm trying to be as normal as possible about this, but oh my god, I feel like such a dramatic, but when I get too cold, I genuinely full body just like shakes uncontrollably. Like, I feel like people think that I'm being dramatic. I cannot control it in the slightest. Like, I'm just like, I can't fake it. I can't fake it. So if I can't fake it, then obviously it's real, okay? I literally have a heating pad on my back right now and a blanket over my legs, 2 pairs of socks on. Like, I'm trying. I'm trying to be chill about this, but I fear that I'm just not built for this type of cold. I'm meant to be on a beach somewhere. I'm meant to be in 90-degree weather, tan, like whatever. This is just not for me. I've also noticed in my videos, rewatching them, because I've been having to, watch long footage of myself a lot recently, is that I cannot sit still, like not for a second. I don't know how it doesn't annoy you guys. Like, see, I'm doing it right now. But throughout all my videos, if you pay close attention, like, I do not sit still for a second. I'm messing with my shirt, my hair, moving in my seat, like, picking things up. Like, girl, just sit still for 1 second. God damn. Like, would it kill you to just sit there? No. It would, actually, yeah. It would. And I'm not gonna try to stop it. Like, that's just who I am. I'm going to fidget around in my videos. Like, I'm sorry. Also, guys, I don't know if I've ever worn this sweater in a video before. I hope I haven't. I've been trying to, like, not repeat an outfit yet. But this is, like, my favorite sweater ever. And I'm talking so fast right now. What else did oh my god, there was something else. Oh, funny story about the cold, actually. And like shivering in the cold, like uncontrollably. Back in October, right before Halloween, me and my friends were going to a Halloween party, and we all 3 of us needed to re-dye our hair. I had highlights in the summer, and I tried to dye my hair back brown. It didn't really work. And then my other friend needed to dye her hair red, and then my other friend purple. So we were like, okay, yeah, let's all dye our hair together. How fun. And so we go to my one friend's house to dye our hair. And I go first because I had the most simple color. And after the dyes in my hair, I find out that we, in fact, cannot wash the dye out in her house. And now, if this wasn't the end of October, that would have been fine, but it was the end of October. And up until this point, like up until this very week, we had very nice weather in New Jersey, like 70 degrees, like it had not dropped below 70, right? This was the first night in the fall where it was like around 40 degrees, maybe 39, 38, and we had to go outside and wash our hair with the hose. I find this out already dyeing my hair, and I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna do this. All right, so we go outside and turn the hose on. The hose water is freezing cold. I'm freezing cold already, and now I'm like wet, completely just like drenched, washing my hair out as fast as I can, as fast as I possibly can. And I had socks on, my socks were wet. Thank God I thought to bring my hair dryer with me, because otherwise this would have been so much worse. As soon as I got back inside, I like turned my hairdryer on and I just start drying my body like first, because it was awful. It was so cold. It was so cold. And it's such like a funny story, like, to look back on, because it was actually the first time that I had really hung out with one of the friends. But basically when I got back into her house, though, I was like dizzy from how cold I was, completely just shaking uncontrollably. And finally got my hair dry, and then I started to feel a little bit better. But then my other friend had to go outside and wash her hair. She needed both of our help. So I keep my wet socks on, okay? I did not know how bad this was. I kept my wet socks on because I was like, I'm not gonna go outside in my Uggs and get my Uggs wet. I'll just keep my wet socks on and then go back outside in the socks and then take them off. So go back outside, and this time I am shaking so bad that it's like it seems dramatic. I know that both of them probably thought that I was being a dramatic, like that I was being like a little crybaby, but like I couldn't control how much I was shaking. Because like I was getting wet again trying to help my friend wash the dye out of her hair. Then I got back inside and I finally took the socks off, and then actually no, I had, oh my god, no, I had Converse. That's why I had white Converse with me. That's why I didn't wear them, because I didn't want to get dye on my white Converse. So I had to put on Converse with no socks because that was the only way to warm up my feet. By the time I got home, my feet were numb. My feet were numb for like a whole hour after I got home. I had to put like thick socks on, like dry socks, obviously, and my feet were numb for like an hour. And my mom told me that you should never ever keep wet socks on, like cold wet socks. Like that's the worst thing you could possibly do if you're already like freezing cold, and I did not know that. I thought that I was making a smart choice. Also, guys, I did cut my hair. If you didn't notice, I did cut it a little bit. Can I go more than 2 months without changing my hair? No, I cannot. Like, what does that say about me? I don't know. I don't know. This wasn't really by choice. Like, what I was telling you guys last time in the last video about how a lot of my hair broke off, I felt like it looked just really thin on the ends, and I didn't like it, so I cut all of it off. That was like, that I felt was too thin. And I do think it looks better. I didn't want my hair this short. Like, I wasn't planning on this or anything, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Life goes on. It is what it is. But no, seriously, I mean, I can go more than 2 months without changing my hair. I have gone longer, but I change my hair a lot. And I don't know why. Like, anytime I start to, like, I have something, like, happen in my life that makes me, like, slightly uncomfortable or feel weird, I'm like, yeah, I need to change my hair immediately. Immediately. Why? I don't know. Is it like an identity thing? I don't know. Maybe you guys could help me figure that out. Actually, please don't. I don't even care. Recently, a lot of people have said things to me, like, along the lines of, I don't know how you do this, like, meaning YouTube, or, like, I don't know how you, like, put yourself out there like that, like, whatever. And to that, I have to say, I don't know. Genuinely, this feels more natural to me than anything. When people are asking me that in terms of advice, I really don't know what advice to give you, because I just do it. Like, I don't, and I'm not, like, that's not me, like, trying to give myself, like, props or anything. Like, I don't know. It's not, like, this big thing. Like, yeah, getting my first YouTube video up was, like, a little scary. I really did have to push myself to post it, you know? Oh my god, wait, did I wear this sweater in my first YouTube video? I did, didn't I? Whatever. My hair was different, so. I was a little nervous, but being in front of a camera has always been where I have felt most comfortable in my life, which is, I know, a really odd thing, I think. Most people probably wouldn't say the same. I don't know. I was a very shy kid, like, socially, like, besides with, like, my friends and, like, family and whatever, but, like, the second a camera was put on me, like, I came to life. Like, I've just always felt at home in front of a camera, if that makes sense. I don't know. And also, I'm a Leo rising, which I accredit a lot of it to that. If any of you guys are astrology nerds like I am, my big three is I'm an Aries sun, Cancer moon, Leo rising. Do with that what you will, whatever assumptions you want to make. I love astrology, like, way more than just, like, big three. I've been learning a lot about it within, like, the last few months, like the houses and the degrees, and all that stuff. But I don't want to tell you guys my whole birth chart. Sorry. I love knowing people's rising sign. Okay, wait. Okay, guys, if you are someone who isn't that into astrology, I want to tell you guys something very interesting about astrology that I think like the people who are very skeptical of astrology or just think it's like very like BS would think is interesting. Okay, so just listen up. Just hear me out for a second. So about like 100 years ago, modern like astrology was popularized, which is like sun signs, which is, you know, your sun sign is like based on the day you were born, like, you know, like I'm an Aries because I was born at the end of March, and like, you know what I mean? So that was popularized like about like 100 years ago, I believe, because most people know the day they were born, right? So most people can figure out what their sun sign is. But the more personal placement that really can tell you a lot about a person is their rising sign. But to know someone's rising sign, or ascendant, whatever you want to call it, you have to know the time you were born. And a lot of people don't know the time, the exact time they were born. So before like 100 years ago, astrology really went based on rising signs. Like, that was your sign. But like I said, a lot of people didn't know the exact time they were born, so they didn't know their zodiac sign. So that's when the more modern version of like zodiac signs got popular, and like horoscopes and all that, because it was more accessible to the masses. And I think that's really interesting. And I do think that rising signs could tell you so much more about a person than their sun sign. Like, I mean, anyone who knows more than like surface level astrology would probably say that. I love learning people's rising sign. I feel like everything clicks into place for me about them, and I'm like, okay. Also, guys, even though I am very into astrology, like, I'm not someone, like, I don't judge people based off of their sign or their big three or whatever. Like, I might make like a little like assumption about you, but I'm not gonna like not be friends with you or like not give you a chance, like, to, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna just like be like, oh, no way. Because not everyone displays the characteristics of certain signs the same way. So you can't really judge someone based on, like, a sign. Especially not a sun sign. That is way too broad, in my opinion. And I'm so sorry to anyone who, like, does not care or know anything about astrology and is like, blah, 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 what the f*** are you talking about? I'm gonna shut up about it soon, okay? I'm sorry. I just love astrology, though. And if anyone would ever want me to talk more about astrology, I'd be so down to do so. So please let me know if you want me to talk more about astrology. I know my mostly male audience would probably love that, right? I'm just kidding. You guys probably want to like kill me right now. Like, oh my God, I've been recording for like 17 minutes and I genuinely don't think I've like taken a breath in those 17 minutes. I've just been yapping. Like, I'm in a talkative mood right now. You guys caught me at a good time. I'm saying you guys caught me at a good time. Like, I didn't press record and come down to my room to come film this, but you did catch me at a good time. I'm feeling very yappy at the moment. I had to pause the video for a second to take a nice sip of water because genuinely I have not shut up in 18 minutes. Yeah. I feel like I haven't sat down to record in forever, but it hasn't really been that long. I had a lot happen in the past couple days, like a lot happened, and I'm not ready to talk about any of it yet, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry, because like, I don't owe you guys like a story time of what the frick happened in the last couple days, but I'll talk about it eventually. I'm just not in a place to talk about it right now without possibly breaking down a little bit. I don't know. Also, the state of the world is really stressing me out at the moment. Just, you know what I mean, right? And like, honestly, I'm not gonna get into it because I know a lot of people use like YouTube and things like that as escapism, and if you're using my videos as a way to cope and as escapism, I'm not gonna like bring that darkness here, you know? So we're gonna not talk about it here. I'm pretty vocal about these types of things more on my Instagram, so if you want to hear anything about that, I mean, you can follow my Instagram, Mia with 2 A's, Danae with 2 E's. I'll put it on the screen. And my TikTok, Mia.Danae. Just follow me on TikTok. Like, oh my God, wait. I didn't talk about TikTok getting banned. Holy how the Did I forget that? TikTok got banned for like what, 5 seconds? Weirdest 14 hours of my life. I think it was 14 hours, right? 14 or 16, something like that. Instagram Reels. They suck. I was genuinely losing my mind. Like, guys, I am so chronically online. It hurt. It hurt so bad. When I clicked on that app and it told me I couldn't access it, I was like, oh, okay. And I went over to Instagram and I started watching Reels, and it was a dark place, guys. Guys, I never want to have to go back there, but TikTok could still get banned, apparently. And TikTok low-key isn't the same since it's came back. Like, it's a little weird. Things are a little weird. I don't know how to feel about it, to be so honest with you. And then I thought it wasn't coming back until Monday. So I thought, like, on Sunday, when I woke up on Sunday, I was like, yeah, we're not getting it back till tomorrow, probably. And then randomly around, like, 1 p.m., I was able to get on TikTok again. And I was like, what? That was, like, literally, I saw a TikTok that said, I've had situationships take longer to reply to me than TikTok was banned. And that's real as like, for real. What was that? I mean, I think we all know what that was. That was a publicity stunt a little bit, right? Right? We can admit that. I'm not going to get too much into it. Don't want to bring the darkness onto here, you know, but just saying. Just saying. It's like you had like a really nice like bowl of ice cream that you were really excited to eat, and then like someone takes it away from you and is like, you can't have this. And you're like, oh man, I really wanted that ice cream. That ice cream looked so good. And then they're like, all right, fine, have it back. Are you gonna thank me? You know? That's what it was like. TikTok ban was brief but wild. I never want to have to go to Instagram Reels again. My close friends story was going crazy though. I don't think I've ever posted so much on my close friends story in my life. They were sick of me. I know they were. I was adding new people to my close friends story because I'm like, I need more people to see this if I'm... I genuinely was losing it. My private story on Snapchat was so long. Like, I know everyone was sick of me on Saturday night. Everyone. Alright, I think we're gonna wrap things up here. We got very yappy this episode. What am I talking about? What episode? I meant this video. Very yappy. I genuinely feel like my mouth has not stopped in about like 30 minutes. I'm going to shut up now. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you watch this whole thing, I love you. Thank you. You're a real one. Alright, I will see you guys next time. Bye.